The formal publication of a report commissioned by the Organization of American States following an independent investigation into the shooting death of Guatemalan miner Julio Rene Alvarado was delivered to the government of Belize last Thursday. The findings of the nonpartisan inquiry revealed that the B.D.F., contrary to unsupported allegations made by the Guatemalan head of government at the International Round Table, did not fire the shots that mortally injured the 14-year-old boy. Magdalena Talamas is a special representative of the O.A.S Secretary General for Belize Guatemala Affairs.
I have traveled to Belize and to Guatemala at the request of the Secretary General to formally hand over the report of the independent commission that carried out the investigation of the incident that took place in the Adjacency Zone on April 20th of this year, in which a Guatemalan miner was killed.
That investigation, as we've reported, was conducted by a team of forensics experts, including Dr. James Hamby and Dr. Patricia Trujillo, whose services were provided through the United States and Mexican governments, respectively.
This report has been shared with all our allies and the like. People know it. So, and the important thing that we need to understand is that this is simply findings of investigators. This is done every day when you have criminal investigations where you have the police investigating. The only difference here is that we got in special experts and specialists so as to leave no doubt that we were doing all in our best to make sure that the investigation was impartial and fair and objective, so that we could not be accused of hiding anything.
The O.A.S report clearly outlines the methodology used by the investigators in gathering information on the deadly confrontation. The results of the probe also indicate that the scene of the fatal shooting within the Chiquibull National Forest had since been visited on at least 5 occasions by various agencies, including the Guatemalan Army.
We're satisfied that the experts have conducted a thorough investigation. We're satisfied by the level of these experts, who, as I mentioned earlier, they are highly experienced. They have ample experience and expertise in the matter that they were hired to carry out.
With the findings of the O.A.S report having exculpated the Belize Defense Force, is an act of contrition from Guatemalan President Jimmy Morales forthcoming? Prime Minister Barrow believes that an apology is in order.
It is clearly vindication. We're very pleased. We always knew, though, that that was, in fact, the position. Still a little worrying as to how the Guatemalans will react now, because this is clear vindication for the B.D.F. and expose the falsity of the position taken by their president, taken by their foreign minister, and taken by their officials. So I am hoping that they will be mature enough to accept that they were wrong and that the allegations they made against the B.D.F. were utterly unjustified, and that they owe Belize an apology.
Admittedly, the O.A.S has said that it cannot interpret the findings. Foreign Minister Elrington, on the other hand, maintains that a cordial relationship with Guatemala, in spite of the disparaging remarks made in the wake of the shooting, is perhaps more important than an apology.
But the Prime Minister has his own view. That's the beauty of democracy. We all have our own views, and even in the cabinet we have our own views. So that's the Prime Minister's view.
Well, from a foreign affairs perspective, wouldn't one be deserved?
From a foreign affairs perspective, the important thing is that we remain cordial with the Guatemalans, that we deal with them in a way whereby they will be able to act in a more friendly way towards us. We need to have a win-win situation. We can't afford to have a controversial, contested relationship. We in particular are too strong, too small.
While the results of that report vindicate the B.D.F., the O.A.S has also agreed to look into the shooting death of Danny Conarkey, as well as the shooting of Staff Sergeant Richard Lambie. Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.